practical demonstration today of what is it really. So you're physically going to see it by doing it. Alright? So some key notes are made. The first thing you need to determine where is the ball going from. So you got some, a guy will go there. So the guy got there, you must take the angles into consideration. So they will be there. The impact might be in line, but the angle will probably be taken down. So you need to identify from which area is the bowling from the bowling crease, because it's going to help you making that decision with regards to that. I think very, very important, because another thing is determining if it's a new or old ball, right? Because that changes. The new ball is going to bounce a little bit more, the older ball is going to keep a little bit more lower. So you need to take all those things into consideration, right? What type of bowler? You have David bowling with 6 foot there, but me bowling with 5 foot there. So you've got to take that also into consideration with regards to impact and is it going to be distance. So those are some very, very key aspects to take into consideration. We spoke about where does it pitch. You know then what does the law say. If it's pitched outside leg, it cannot be out. Even though it's going to go on to hit the stones. This will go. Do a practical system for that. So once you just left hand, right? I'm a right hand bowler. It's going to go on to the stones. Not out. It cannot be out. It's outside. Right. Right? Other guys make the mistake. You're probably going to find it in training session as well. This is not taken into consideration. All of what is taken into consideration is the ball going to make. It's going to strike the stones. So we're all aware of that. Outside leg cannot be out. Shouldn't be out. Shouldn't be out. Take that into consideration. He is a candidate because he's covering all his stunts. But anyway, it's outside. It's outside off. Impact motion. Impact is there. Not out. Why?
He's playing a shot.
He's playing outside the line of the stunt. Okay? Cannot be out again. Because impact is not within. Even though in your perception that the ball will go on to hit the stone, it cannot be out. It's not out. I know it's that. This is what we determine. This is it. Obviously, we take out the consideration. So if you go right back and hit you there, it's not too bad. If you go right back and it's going to hit you there, yes. Because of another thing, guys, another thing take into consideration, travel distance. You've got to take that into consideration. So he gets a big stride in, what's the big stride? Big stand on the public beach?
Shot!
Alright, come down, big stride. Big stride. Come towards me, big stride.
Double step. Shot, boy.
Right? It's wicket to wicket, but that needs to be taken into consideration as well. Again, also, we spoke about the new ball and the older ball, but being in that position, there's going to be too much doubt to give that because he's so far down. Because any movement of the ball is going to miss the stumps. So we're going to be guessing if he's there, and we're giving it in the sense of it's going to hit the stumps. Alright, everybody understand that? The key part is off stump, the key part is leg stump. Anything outside leg stump cannot be out. Anything outside leg stump with impact in line It's knowing the conditions of your square. Knowing the conditions of this pitch. I'll give you an example. On this one, might keep low. We go to the Wanderers in Johannesburg, it's going to hit you there. Because it's a much more bouncy type of pitch. So you've got to take that also into consideration when judging any Abu Dhabi. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Also taking into consideration the actual swing of the ball. Go right, go back. Got it? So it's going to come there. No swing ball, right? So there, but the swing of the ball is hitting one leg stump, but it's going to miss leg stump.
Missing leg.
So even the swing you need to take into consideration. And then identifying the type of ball is also very important. Does it swing the ball? Does it swing the ball? Does it bring the ball back? Does it take the ball back? So that all those little tips help you in making the decision. Any questions?
Shaun, can you talk to us about a left arm over the wicket bowler bowling to a right hand batter? What needs to happen for there to be an LBW appeal given out? Mitchell Stark.
So Mitchell Stark, what you saying? So he's pitched it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And the ball does that.
Out.
Right? So he swung it back, pitched in line, going on to hit the stumps, out. Right? Again, take into consideration where impact is there, impact is there will determine your decision.
How would you determine the out with all these explanations, especially for a short batsman? You know there are times the LBW. From taller batsman might ended up there. But for a shorter person, probably like before weather. You know.
So, okay.
Bruce.
Bruce.
There's Bruce.
Come on. How do you determine that?
If it hits him in the throat, he's out. It does differ, Winston.
Yes.
Because his stride and your stride is going to be completely different because of your size. So you're going to take that into consideration as well. If it hits him somewhere there, even there, you might take it into consideration that it's going to hit the stumps. If it's pitch wicket too. So we also get the what we call about travel distance. Sometimes a guy plays there, even though the ball pitch there, which is one of the most difficult ones. But the travel distance is so short that you definitely get it. That's another trick of the LBW. Pitch outside leg, pitch in line with leg. The further the ball likely it's going to be outside leg stump. More likely. I'm not saying it will be, but more likely. The closer the ball, the more likely it will be inside. So that's just a tip as well, take into consideration on the LBW. Where does the ball actually pitch? If it's short, it's more than likely going to be outside leg stump. Okay. Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah. Question for everyone. Your umpire developers, you're developing umpires, all of you.
Yeah.
But now, I want you to put another hat on. And this hat is, you're now an umpire on a level 1 course. You're now an umpire on a level 1 course. Why has Shaun done this? Why couldn't we just talk about it in the classroom and draw some stumps? Why has he done it like this?
Better understanding. Better understanding of the LBW rules.
Have you ever put your hat on now as an umpire developer?
Yeah.
Have you ever done this? No. Would you consider doing this? Okay, because you have made the argument for it. You said that it's more relevant than just drawing things. Get out on the field, and I think the most dramatic thing you see here, truly dramatic, is if you stand behind the stumps. That is a very narrow area. It's a really narrow area. 9 inches from here over to there. And another thing, you're looking at all see the size of that ball?
Yeah.
Right. Can you just put your fingers up and see if you can get the size of the ball there? Yeah? Everyone, hey, you go to the naughty corner. Right. It's that much.
Yeah.
Right, yeah? And hold it. No. Winston.
Sorry.
Level 1.
Negative.
Hold. I want you to hold it now. And keep on holding it.
Yeah.
Now.
Those get ready to face the ball.
Yeah.
Smaller now.
That's what you're judging in 9 inches.
9 inches, yep.
Gonna make
Split second. That's split second.
let your umpires know. Let them know that is not what they see. They see that at the other end of the pitch. And look at you can see it on 9 inches. That's the width. That's the width I have to judge.
Yeah.
That's the width. And that's the ball. You can't do that in the classroom. Okay? That's why Shaun is emphasizing this now physically for you. So as umpire developers, get them outside. Yes, get them, do what Shaun is doing for you now. That's really good practice. And they will remember. Thanks, Shaun.
Thank you.
Shaun, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
A lot of umpires get confused when a batter changes his or her stance from a right-hander to a left-hander, or for a switch it or a reverse sweep. What happens for LBW in that case?
Alright, so in relation to an LBW, if I'm the bowler and he's a right-hand batsman now, right? And as I'm about to get it to my release, I'm about to release, he switches. Switch. Yeah. And now the ball pitches there, or let's say there, it's going to go up to this side. So for a left-hander, it's pitched outside. For a right-hander, it's pitched outside. So you've got to take the original stance into consideration, your question, when you are judging that LBW.
Okay.
So we're judging him as a right-hand
Right-hand.
batsman, not as a left-hand batsman. Because this comes into play now. Where does the ball actually pitch? Does everyone understand that? You happy? Alright. Any questions for me?
Yeah, I wanted to ask a question. Stated the position of a left-hander, maybe bowling to a right-hander.
Yeah.
Sometimes the ball pitches at the swings.
Yeah.
They turn the ball a lot, and you see there's a difference. Sometimes it will hit the ball, the pads, and glance off. Other time it hits, but it goes that way.
It's all to do with the impact. Where's the ball making impact on the pad? That was also determined. A lot of people will say, I don't know how true it is, but a lot will say, if it's a left hand, the ball is coming back here. It's more than likely. If it's gone fine left, it means it's going to miss left side. But don't take that into too much into consideration. Because you will take into consideration what happens after the ball makes contact. So also help. Especially when the guy is swinging the ball. Answer your question. One more.
Bruce, can you go back there? Shaun, can you complete the explanation now for the same right-hand batter and the ball would originally pitch outside leg, but he has
Now he's a left hand batter.
Yes.
Again, the same scenario. His original start was right hand. So it's outside, the leg stump cannot be out. Even though now as he switched, he's a left hand batsman and the ball would have gone on to hit the stump because now the impact is outside off. But it's not, because his original start was right hand and was pitched outside.
Shaun, can I add to that?
Yep.
Sorry, Dennis. You'll remember Kaya Zondo, I think 2 seasons ago, in a domestic T20 match. Before the bowler started running up, he changed his stance from a right hand to a left-handed batter. Before the bowler started running up.
The emphasis is on before, huh?
So for that delivery and that delivery only, the umpire would have judged him for a leg before wicket decision as being a left-hand batter. Okay? Why? Because he changed his stance before the bowler started his run-up. Okay?
But
But, excuse me. He's supposed. Oh, sorry. What I wanted to say was
Right.
he's
But
supposed to have notified the umpire, but
the
that's
bowler
not
is
scenario.
within his
I
rights
understand this one.
not to deliver the ball.
Correct.
Okay? The captain has set the field.
Yes.
And if he does that
Yes.
during the run up but he hasn't bowled the ball,
Yes.
then the bowler is entitled to go back.
Okay.
Now, certainly in international cricket, especially T20,
Yeah.
if the batsman carries on doing that, he'll get a warning for wasting time. Okay? And the point that Shaun is making before, just something to remember, he's a right-handed batsman.
Yes.
If he plays left-handed, he doesn't become a left-handed batsman. He is still a right-handed batsman playing a left-hand shot. So all the rules for the right-hand batsman apply. Outside leg. Okay, remember, he doesn't change into a left-hand batsman.
I think when it comes to most of the time, it's laws are in favor of the batsman. For instance, we talked about a batsman taking a stance as a right-hander, and he goes left-handed. If a bowler comes in and says, "I'm bowling over the wicket," and goes round the wicket, he took a no ball. Why don't we make laws to penalize batsmen?
Right,
as well?
okay. Please write to the MCC. I'll send them an email. We can't answer that one. Thank you very much.
I think just to answer him, if a batsman is batting right-handed and then he switches over, and then it's an advantage to a bowler because he can bowl either side and it won't be called a wide.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. When you change your
But is
stance,
it a fair play? That's my only concern.
Yeah, guys, let's not get carried away with too many questions. Yeah.
Okay.
Put your hat on. Put your hat on. Your umpire developers.
Yes.
Now, if you were umpire developers in a session like this, and your umpires were raising lots of questions around this area, how long would you allow the discussion to go on for?
Okay.
Yeah. You'd say to them, guys, this session we want to learn, A, B, C. Yeah, they're the important points to remember, because with umpires they will talk until the cows come home. Okay, and we haven't got time.
Okay,
So
then.
sometimes you need to be assertive with the class.
Okay.
Say, that's a really good question. We'll answer that next week.
Okay.
But for now, we stay on
Carry on,
this.
yeah.
And guys, we cannot try and change the law or say, why isn't the law different? That conversation adds no value to a training session. Okay? So we accept the law as is and we apply it and we make sure that the umpires know how it is correctly applied. Okay?
All right, one more, I forgot one more. So we said if he plays a shot and impact is outside the line of post, cannot get out. Now he plays no shot. It's outside of impact. So impact is there. Just show low. Right, impact is there. Can he be given out? He's way outside of start.
It's going to hit the stump.
Okay, so the question, to answer the question, yes, it's going to hit the stump. So there's two differences. Actually playing a shot, outside the line of all stump, and the one not playing a shot. But the crucial thing there, again, with the lower end umpires, as soon as a batsman does that, they tend to give it. But you still got to determine if the ball is going to go on to hit the stumps. All right.
1 point, Shaun.
Yeah.
When you're training your umpires, tell me if you agree with this as a general piece of advice. If you think it's high, but I'm talking about the ball hitting the pad now. If you think it's high, it's probably higher.
Mm.
Because you don't know the precise millisecond when it hits the pad or rides up. Okay? If you think it's high, it's probably higher. And that's why the best umpires, the international, the elite guys, are usually quite good on their LBs with height. Especially if it wraps the pad very close to the knee roll. Okay? If you think it's high, it's probably higher. Think about new umpires, they just can't wait. Okay? they've been to your training, it's their first match. Bang, 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 okay?
I'm just going to wrap up the session quickly because you still got a lot to do. Your strikers in umpire plays a key role with you in regards to where is he taking a position, because that's also going to help with everybody. So if I'm saying I'd strikers in and I'm showing you that far outside the pop increase, you've got to take that also into consideration, because now the travel distance is much more. Or he's gone right back into your stumps, I'm showing you, he's gone right back, which means now the travel distance goes that smaller, as long as it's with it. Alright, any questions? Happy? Good to do this with your guys? Alright, excellent. Alright, good stuff. Well done.